Okay, YouTubers, quick video as I get ready to remove and replace my AC condenser or auxiliary fan in my 95 325 IS. This I did cooling system overhaul and did the fan delete mod. So that involved lower temp temperature sensor and also a lower temp thermostat in there. And I did notice that my fan's making a bunch of racket when it comes on. So I did find an M3 fan. It's the same size. I'm actually, the mounting is a little bit different than mine, but hoping it'll be okay. I looked for a video on how to do this and didn't see any, so I thought I'd give it a shot. First thing, obviously you want to remove this little plastic cover here. I just finished also doing a head gasket job, so I still had this piece off. So that's the first step. Next step, go ahead and jack up the car. Put it up on jack stands. Make sure once you do that, give the car a good push. Make sure it's not going anywhere. Wheel chocks, parking brake engaged, and in gear. So safety first anytime you get underneath the car. So I have some 6-ton jack stands, and here we go. Alright, so as you can see, I've got some pieces that that are not attached. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to remove this this cover right here. And there are, let's see if we can get in there. There are 4 little 8mm bolts, so 2 on this side and then 2 on this side over here. So I'm going to go ahead and remove those with a little 8mm and then pull that cover off. Alright, so after that, this gives you full exposure essentially to the mounting. So I'll just unplug this. And it looks like got a couple a bolt right here. Looks like an 8mm. One on that side. And I would imagine there's some at the top too, but I'll take a look at those when I get up there. So remove these 2 8mm bolts. Alright, so the next thing you need to do, this is the used aux fan that I bought. You need to remove these on either side there, right there, and those are 10mm, so I have a deep well socket. So I don't know, it might be kind of hard to see, but you got to get your hand kind of back in here to get that on. So I'm gonna see if I'm gonna go ahead and work on that. So there will be one on each side. So you'll need to essentially put your hand down here, get your ratchet set up like that, and then get at it from that way. All right, so I'm gonna work on that right now. Alright, so I was able to reach down through the top for the one on the right side, on the passenger side, but the one over here, I actually had to come up underneath and reach from underneath here. So that's how I got those. I've got one more. Got one more right kind of back there, so I'm just going to use an extension to get through there. Alright, so I've been messing about trying to figure out how to get I've disconnected the actual fan, these clips, but there's a plastic piece, this right here, that blocks the fourth hole. So what you have to do is go in through the grill, and you can kind of see what I've done, but it's kind of at that angle. You can barely see it. So I have a wobble extension on there. I don't know if you can see it. See if I can get it, but you can barely see it back there. So you have to kind of go through the front of the grill, and there's a little slot kind of right here, so it's going to be at that bottom of that slot on the plastic piece that's blocking it, and just to the outside a little bit. So you just kind of got to poke around for that one. Yikes, that took me a while to find. Alright, so I did get the old one out. Kind of have to pull it forward. Kind of have to pull it forward towards the front, and then kind of wiggle it down. Actually, it was much easier to get the new one back up and in. And you just kind of got to hold it. There's 3 tabs on the bottom that you want to make sure are lined up. So you got a tab here, here, and here. And so once you get those in place, make sure you've got your connector in. This one, the couple parts of this new one or used one that I picked up were cracked in the plastic, but so this isn't as firm as it should be. But make sure you get that connector on the inside from the fan put in before you put this in, and otherwise it gets pinched. So anyways, and now I'm just going to button up, put that plastic piece back here. Not sure how helpful this is, but again, the tough thing was getting getting this out, and you can see actually it's missing that plastic piece on this new one. So my guess is that a lot of people just bust it because they can't see it, but you can sneak it through there, and you can kind of see there's that bolt that gets undone. So especially if you have a little wobble on an extension, a wobble extension, to get in there and just kind of sneak it in. All right, not sure how helpful this is, but I thought I'd try to give it. I need to get a tripod. I